The officers were supposed to be arraigned, but the judge moved all 5 cases to January 11th to a different court building here in New Haven. Officers Oscar Diaz, Ronald Presley, Jocelyn Lavendiere, Luis Rivera, and Betsy Sege were in the courtroom today. They were expected to be arraigned on charges of reckless endangerment and cruelty to persons. Randy Cox was not in the courtroom. His attorney says he wanted to be there, but isn't physically able due to the injuries from those officers that now impact his everyday life.
He wanted to be here, but logistically it was too difficult.
This all stemmed from that incident on June 19th. Officer Oscar Diaz was driving the van, transporting Cox to a detention facility. The warrant says Diaz was speeding and then stopped quickly to avoid a crash, sending Cox headfirst into the back of the van. Investigators say that is the moment Cox broke his neck and became paralyzed from the chin down. They say Diaz pulled over after Cox remarked he was hurt and even thought he may die, but then continued to transport him to the facility instead of calling for help, violating New Haven police policy. The warrant says the other 4 officers met the van at the facility and dragged Cox into a holding cell by his arms, then put shackles around his legs. He was eventually dragged back out by his ankles when medical attention was arriving. Since then, Cox's family, his attorney, and activists have spoken out, saying action needs to be taken against the officers in order to set a precedent moving forward.
It's not really fair. It's not really fair that they are getting a slap on the wrist.
New Haven police say they are conducting an internal investigation into the incident, while all 5 officers are still on paid administrative leave. And again, all 5 officers are expected to be arraigned after the new year. They will show up in court on January 11th here in New Haven. In New Haven, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61 News.